boom.
You're a loser!
What award did you win?
I feel like that answered your question. I feel like that alert just answered your question, so. Second biggest nose? Okay. We're just going in hot with the roasts already? I thought you guys missed me. It's been like 9 days. It's been like a week. But I'm going to consider the Streamer Awards as a stream that I was a part of because somehow I managed to be in like almost everyone's background somehow. The dude who the kids who won not Rising Star. I mean even Rising Star. Even in Frogan's like her interview of like winning, I was in the background.
I can't believe it. I'm so happy. I didn't expect to win. Thank you so much for supporting me and for even
and I didn't even know that there was like an interview going on. And then like the kids who won Hidden Gem Award. I was sitting at the table right next to them. And so I'm in like the background when they win. And then there's another time the other nominee for Hidden Gem was at my table. And he was the dude who did the stuff where like he'd play Valorant and he'd get a kill and then he'd like jump backwards and he'd drop like 6 feet onto a trampoline.
Let's go!
One enemy remaining.
I'm Molly Bomb. Oh, I'm running away. I'm running away. We're good. We're back up. Okay, wait.
Wait, they didn't stick it.
Let's go!
Let's go!
He was at my table and I was like, oh shit. And I didn't realize it was him until later because he didn't say like what he like we talked and like I was like, oh, he asked me what I did and stuff and I was like, oh, I'm just a variety streamer, like I don't really do anything. And he was like, I play Valorant a lot. And I was like, oh cool. Like if he had told me that he was the trampoline guy, I would have like freaked out. We're like, oh dude, like, but like he didn't tell me till later. And I was like, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Listen, one of these days, chat. What if I streamed? Okay, never mind. I'm not even getting married. What am I talking about? But I brought these home. Oh my God, I went to show my good camera and I was like, how come nothing's showing up? This is mine. And you know what was really funny is after the Streamer Awards, like Finn and I walked to the front to like say hi to Cutie, you know, like congratulate her and all that stuff. And at one of the tables, I saw XQCs and I was gonna grab it and like sell it on eBay for like $10,000. Like I was like, man, it is right there and it just says XQC on it. And I was like, it's just gonna get thrown out. Like, should I grab it? But I didn't. I thought that would have been funny, like if I was the one who had it. And I saw it there and I was like, imagine like I frame it. Did I meet him? I used to live with XQC, so that's not really like, I just did it because I know anybody else would have done it, I feel like. Keep it and sell it in 30 years? Yeah, well, it's too late now. It got thrown out. In a few years, that one will be worth more. Maybe, chat. I'm working on it. Very slowly but surely. Man, it is so sad because the weather was so cold. It was so cold in LA. It rained like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It rained like every single day, and that's why my hair looks like this. Like my bangs, like what is this? Yeah, so my hair got fucked, so I didn't really have a good hair day. I forgot to put in my green contacts, so like that fucked me. And I didn't get like, the Uber was like outside just as I finished doing my hair. And I was like, I was rushing. Like I forgot to put lotion on my legs. Like I forgot to grab things. Like it was a mess. But I will post, I need to post an Instagram picture. Dude, you know what made my night is Frogan noticed me and she was like, your dress is so pretty. She's like, I love the yellow mustard. And I was like, the mustard yellow. And I was like, yes. She gets it, dude. And I was like, she fucking gets it. And Britt said I reminded her of Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And like, I wasn't even thinking about that. And then like later on, I was like, man, I should have like used her as inspo when I like did my makeup and stuff. Like, cause then if I put in the green contacts, it would have worked cause Belle has green eyes. Like it would have been perfect. Did you pick Finn's tie out? No. Well, kind of. So he had 3 to choose from. Actually, you guys want to see him? I could show you. So he bought 3 from the same website. And this is the one that he went with, you know, very pretty orange, yellow, whatever. And then his favorite one is actually this one. And this one would have went really well with the brown with the darker colors. Like it would have went really well, but the only problem is that it wouldn't have matched me. So like, you know, he kind of took one for the team on that and didn't wear it. And then the one that we were really excited for, but it would have been like kind of like crazy and over the top, was this. It's skinnier than the other ones, same website, but like, dude, it would have matched too, but it was like a little like different, you know, because like you're going with like that speckled tweed with like floral print. Like it would have been crazy, but it would have worked. It would have worked really well. But my thing that I had told him was you could do that, but I thought this one was like the best match, not only because it matched me, but because it's more OTK, you know? Like, I don't know. I thought it was cool to rep OTK, you know, with the color and me, and like it worked really well with the tux. It just looked really good, you know? I don't know if you guys know, but they Mine About It's coming back. I mean, it was more than, as soon as Maya announced she was coming back to streaming, I already knew that was going to come back, because it's like, they're not going to miss out on that. Like I know for a fact, like that shit wasn't just going to stop. So it was cool to see like they finally announced it. And they talk about basically behind the scenes of like everything that went down, everything that happened, good and bad. But yeah, it's on Patreon, and I'm sure they talk about a lot of stuff. They talk about everything. So I don't really want to say much because it doesn't look like it was on LSF or anything. So it wasn't really drama. It was just mind-boggling how one person can single-handedly take out an entire party. She also revealed it in the Fear and podcast. Oh, so they already talked about it. Okay, that's good, because I was like, it's kind of weird if like no one just talked about it. But yeah, Minx single-handedly took down an entire promoted, sponsored party. Very expensive party. You know, it was not cheap. I don't care how big of a streamer you are. For a party, it was very expensive. And that girl single-handedly just took that shit down. And it sucks because like, I kind of at the same time hope that like Minx's situation and like the things that, I don't know, like I really hope that other people see that streamers aren't actually that bad of people. Like when someone shows the same action repeatedly over and over and over again, and we still give them chance after chance after chance, like I feel like that kind of shows like, listen, like we're pretty forgiving people. We are willing to keep giving you a chance. But like eventually at a certain point, it's like if it doesn't seem like you're not working toward like changing this or improving in any way, shape, or form, like eventually like those chances, you're not going to come across those chances anymore, you know? Like, I mean, how many can you give someone before like it's like, okay, like you aren't trying to change, you aren't trying to improve anything, like, you know, promise after promise that you won't do this and you end up doing it immediately. Like, I think that's the part that sucks the most. Like, I definitely hope she gets help as well too. Like, I really do hope that she gets better as well, because I mean, like, Minx is a good friend, dude. Like, Minx is awesome. Like, I do love her. Like, she's great. She's incredibly kind to people that she loves. Like, so it just sucks. It just really sucks to see like all this. I don't know. Cutie explained all on the Fear and podcast, and she tried to help her to the point where she can't anymore. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone can. Things like that are something that like the person has to do on their own. But it does suck because like she is awesome. Like, she's such a good friend and she's so supportive and stuff. And then just to see like it come to that, like, I don't know.
You were drunk before the after party. I almost had you thrown out of the show because you were yelling and making everyone uncomfortable.
Oh.
Completely. I've tried everything with you, rehab, everything. I hope this is your rock bottom. Get help. With tickets, the day you announced that I won't drink, I'll just sit and applaud your stream rewards. 2 years running, my girl in a man's world. You can come sit on the floor if you promise you won't drink. You are non-stop at the top, and I mean promise. Pinky swear. Nothing completely sober, but I bought my tickets. You could raffle them off if you let me sit on the floor.
So I know some of the meds she is on for psychological problems, and they don't mix well with alcohol. That's what I was trying to explain to the group that I was with. It was like at the airport. It was like Maya, me, and Finn, and Jeff, Wojito, Extra Emily. There was like a few others, and I was like telling them, I was like, listen, like I'm also like on like antidepressant, like I was on psychological type prescriptions before, like I had been. And it's like one of the things they tell you is like you can't drink nearly as much alcohol as you could before you were on these meds. Like, you get drunk so much faster with less amount of alcohol. And I feel like if you are taking these meds correctly and you're drinking as much as you would if you weren't on meds, like not only like you're destroying your liver, but you become belligerent, like you black out. Like, it's so bad. Like, that's why like people like make fun of me, like they call me old because I don't drink as much. It's like, dude, I don't need to. I take 2 shots and I am wasted. Like, it's just, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. And then like someone like Minx who can she can drink a lot, you know, and then like you're on these meds on top of that. It's like, bro, like she could drink half of that and still be just like that had she not drank so much. So it's like, it's a learning curve, you know, for a little bit, because it's like once you're on these meds, you don't really know how much you can handle until you do it. And that's what it took me forever. It took me years to realize like, okay, I can do 3 mixed drinks, maybe 3 shots. If I want to die for. Like, I know my limits now, but it's like there's just some things that, like, you know, you just gotta be careful with that, you know? Like they tell you like alcohol, don't smoke. Like, I stopped smoking weed when I was back on these types of medications because it just fucks with your brain so hard. She can't help it, so can't judge her. Well, I mean, I don't know her situation fully, but I also have gone through it, so it's harder for me to understand because it's like I couldn't help, at least I felt that, and like I couldn't help my like severe depression for a while. I couldn't help my severe anxiety for a very long time. It was just one of those things where it's something that it's like a daily battle every single day. Every single day it is a battle. So it's like, how much effort are you willing to put into not curing yourself, but be able to like live with this? And I don't really know how to explain it, but yeah, it's hard. It's really, really, really hard, and I know that, especially if there's like, and I'm not saying she is, but I'm like, if there's any signs of alcoholism or like alcoholic type things going on too, like that makes it rough as hell. And I know, like I'm sure that's fucking rough when you drink alcohol and you're, you know, which is a depressant, and then you're doing antidepressants or anti-psychosis, whatever medications, you're essentially like canceling them out. Like I couldn't the last time I got completely drunk, when did I get like really, really drunk? I forgot when, but it was like recent. And I just remember like I came in here and I sat on the floor and I just started crying. I was like, what the hell? And I told my therapist about it, and she was like, I'm telling you, like drinking and taking these medications, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And so now I learned, it's like, okay, you know, like I don't want to feel like that anymore. I need to start making it better, you know?